First new moon of 2024. Very exciting energy coming through in January, and I'm going to tell you all about it. I'm going to give you a general overview of this moon energy, which is very important to understand what's really going on in the full spectrum of this energy. And then I'm going to give you a sign by sign play of how this is going to impact your sign specifically. There are timestamps below in the description, so click on those to skip through the signs that you would like to see. Thank you so much to everybody who is watching, liking, subscribing, commenting. It means the world, and I'm having so much fun chatting with you in the comments and creating these videos. If you're enjoying this video and you want to see more, hit that like button, subscribe button, and the bell for notifications for when more of my new moon and full moon videos get released. Now let's get into it. This is a new moon in Capricorn. It's happening at 20 degrees, and it will be going on exactly at 3:56 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on January 11th. That's a Thursday here in Canada, BC. So this new moon at 20 degrees Capricorn, this speaks to me about, we're motivated to get things done this time of year. This is a classic beginning of January. Everybody's at the gym. Everybody is doing their best to hit their New Year's resolutions. There is a lot of fire and motivation in our beliefs and the new things that we're taking on. We're feeling more inspired, more optimistic, which is great. I think that the last few months, from a lot of people that I've spoken to, it's been a very heavy emotionally and unexpectedly so. So this has potential to still be an intense time. Pluto is finishing up its transit in Capricorn until January 21st. And I think the next couple of moons in January are going to pack a bit of a punch as Pluto is finishing this transit. Now, this doesn't mean that anything terrible is going to happen. Sometimes the energy can be challenging. Sometimes the energy can just be a wonderful change that we've been working towards. There are plenty of easy, smooth vibes and aspects happening. So the intensity of the new moon itself is coming on quite strong. It's close to Pluto. Not that close, but it's close, and it is squaring the nodes. So this is, when it squares the nodes, this is a big karmic shift of some kind. Whatever is going on is pushing us in the direction that we're meant to be, and a new moon is planting the seeds for the new beginning, the path that we're going towards. Venus is in Sagittarius right now, so romance and fun and pleasure is going to come through things that feel more adventurous, different, maybe spiritual, and revisiting what principles really matter to us. This is a good time for travel for people who are traveling. We are finally in the clear of Mercury retrograde that was going on all of December. That went direct January 2nd, and by the time this new moon rolls around, we will have more momentum to get things done in an effective way and fewer roadblocks getting in our way of where we want to go. This karmic new moon has the potential to take us to the places that we've been dreaming to go. And that's either physically or emotionally. With Mars in that beautiful aspect to Jupiter, this is where I think there's a lot of potential for healing, a lot of potential for motivation to doing the right thing and feeling optimistic. Also, getting a good grasp on what our values are, what they really mean to us, and what that looks like as it unfolds in our lives. Are we living in alignment with our spiritual beliefs? This is a perfect time of year where we start to make those lists again of, well, yeah, I want to spend less, I want to treat my body better. and what can we do in a practical sense to have that actually manifest and come to fruition. There's a lot of support in the air for that. So good, great for New Year's resolutions. But this moon really does have the feel of an eclipse when it's squaring the nodes like this. I think that compared to other new moons, this is still a wonderful time to set intention, write things down that you want to work towards. And I will talk about it in the sign by which part of your life you might be putting more energy into. But there is some room for things that are just fated and destined, unrolling and showing up right now, creating the events that are going to get us where we need to go. So keep that in mind. If the unexpected happens, it looks like it's going to be a lovely surprise for most people. So that's a wonderful thing. Do keep in mind that whatever unfolds at the time of this new moon is really meant to be, and it's meant to help you along your journey in whatever sense that means for you. So let's get into the sign by sign so you have a clearer picture of how this might unfold. Hi, Scorpio. This is a third house new moon for you. So this is going to bring a brand new beginning when it comes to short distance travel, neighborhood, siblings, potentially close relatives. This is your mind. This is communication. This can be communication from the words that you speak or typing. Maybe you are, because your nodes are in the 6th and 12th right now, this also has a lot of overlap with your daily habits. Are there routines and habits that are serving you well or not serving you well? You are really in alignment right now with the new year and creating good, healthy habits and leaving behind wasted time. You're leaving behind anything that is wasting your energy, anything that involves more retreat. Not that you can't have retreat and a break and a getaway, but if you have a tendency to take a lot of downtime, the focus this year is amping that up into productivity, into getting things done, and maybe being of service to others. If you're doing a writing project of any kind, this is beautiful new energy to get that done. And the project that you're working on is very likely a fated, destined thing that you are meant to create in this life. Same thing with short distance travel. If maybe some of you are getting a new sibling, this would be a very fated experience in a new soul that's coming along this journey with you. So a lot of different options when it comes to that. I think for a lot of you, it's going to be about writing and communicating. You're really fired up to get your words out, and you might also have a lot of extra mental activity that could feel a bit overwhelming, and you're going to really need to get this out. So if you're not feeling heard by others, or you don't have the space to speak with others about what's going on in your mind, this is a wonderful opportunity to write and try and get that stuff out on paper. Get it out of your brain and into the pen, and that should help alleviate some of the intense energy. You could have some beautiful unexpected surprises when it comes to partnerships. There are a lot of blessings at the time of this new moon there, and your assets are doing quite well too. So there's lots of great stuff to look forward to. I think money and partnerships are looking the most blessed, and probably when those things are going well, it's also an opportune time to work on communication and where your mind is at. Again, because there's this connection to your 6th house of daily habits, this could have a lot to do with your mental habits. Are you in a positive state of mind, or are you being dragged down by life's circumstances? That might be something that you're focusing on and doing a little tune-up right now. So however this is playing out for you, this is a good time to spend money on beautiful things too. If you want to update your wardrobe, or buy some new things in general, you're likely going to be really happy with those purchases because Venus is in your second house of assets. So opportunity to gain more money and opportunity to get what you want. I hope that you have a lot of fun with the blessings going on in your partnership sector, Scorpio, and that you're enjoying this start to 2024 overall. And I will see you next time. Hi, Sagittarius. This is a new moon in your second house. So this is a great opportunity for new investments, purchases. You might be looking at new ways to improve your savings and your assets overall for 2024. And if that's the case, there's just a lot of energy and motivation in that part of your life. This could have you being more focused on what you put into your body and making sure that you're eating well. But there could be a desire to anxiously eat while Mars is in your second house. That's one possibility. Overall, there's motivation for you when it comes to what you're doing with your money and your self-worth. How's that been feeling these days? Is that an area that you might be asserting yourself quite strongly to step up in how you're seen and how you're taken seriously, how people respect how you present yourself and the energy that you put out there? At the same time, you might be giving a little more energy than what you want. And that can be something that later on you'll have a check-in and hone in. But there's with Mars in your second house, there is power in the energy that you give off, and maybe a little bit on the side of aggression. And it could have to do with being taken seriously and just people recognizing your worth. If you don't feel like you're being recognized in the way that you want to be, you're gonna surely speak about it. Venus is in your sign, Sagittarius. What a blessing. This is one of my favorite transits. When you have Venus in your first house, you are being seen in such a gorgeous light by everybody. So whether you feel it or not, the eyes are on you and they are seeing all the positive, beautiful traits about Sagittarius. This is also good energy for you to do anything with your physical body. If you want a haircut or any kind of procedure for beauty, this energy really supports that. And you're also probably feeling a bit chattier overall with this full moon. You have Mercury in your first house still, Mars in your second. That's a dynamic duo for just feeling energized and vocal. So go with that in whatever way that it shows up for you. Work is still in abundance for Sagittarians. There could be some unexpected things going on, some unexpected wonderful surprises in the department of work and habits and your day-to-day life and getting things done. If you're in service to others, maybe there's some benefit coming back to you, and maybe somebody else is being of lovely service to you. This can be very healing if you have had intestinal stuff going on. I very much hope that it is. And this is the nodes for you. It's all about reorganizing how you have fun in this world. There's something connected to your self-worth that is changing what brings you joy, what brings you pleasure, what romance means to you, what being childlike and playful means to you. Or maybe it's your relationship with your children altogether. Maybe it's your children, if you have them, that are going through some big fated changes. But I really see this being a whole new level of asserting your worth, and that is changing drastically your dating and the fun, creative, playful side of your life. Maybe you've been letting other people direct how you have fun, and maybe deep down there was a lack of self-worth that was fueling hiding behind the scenes a little bit. And it's not that you don't think highly of yourself and you don't have self-worth. It's that you might not be used to feeling like checking in with what it is you truly want to do and doing it. Maybe nobody has ever given you permission to follow what feels good inside and just go for that. And so other people that are used to just doing what they want to do, it's easy to go along with what's fun for them. But Sagittarius, you need to have your own unique fun. You are the adventurer, the explorer, the wanderer. You are the one who seeks knowledge for yourself and shows the rest of the world what that knowledge is all about. You're a leader when it comes to perspective and adventure, and I think in play in certain ways. So this is a really good energy for you to get to that next level of having fun, being adventurous, and any habits that or illnesses, anything that's been getting in the way definitely has some strong opportunity for healing. There could be some flares. There's what's going on right now is that we have Mars in a beautiful aspect to Jupiter. And that can create an energy of really feeling brave and having a very strong conviction of our perspectives in the world. But in a couple of weeks, it's going to move into a square, and that could be more inflammatory and that. So just a heads up. This isn't something that's going to last, but it will fluctuate, this energy of passion in a beautiful way, and then there's going to be a peak of chaos, and then back to what really is a beautiful way of living out our passion and our beliefs. So that's a bit of extra for you, Sagittarius, but the big thing is that you're focusing on what really matters to you right now, and that's going to bring you a lot more fun and joy and play. So I'm really excited to see how this plays out for you. And I will see you next time. Happy 2024. Hi, Capricorn. This is your new moon of 2024. So more than any other sign, you are starting a brand new year, a brand new you. This is such a great time for intention and planting new seeds of what you want the rest of your life to look like. This Pluto transit that's been going on since 2008 in your sign has been deeply transforming who you are as a person and how you're seen in the world by other people. Now, of course, everybody changes a lot in that amount of time, but not like Capricorns have. And we don't always see into other people's lives, into other people's worlds, and know exactly what people are going through. But you really are starting off this year as a whole new person. And the changes that are going to happen when Pluto moves into Aquarius on the 21st of January, it's going to shift things, and it's going to feel much lighter for Capricorns there. And it'll be interesting to feel, because with a transit this big, it just feels like that's just how life always is. But there really is an opportunity for lightness to emerge. And the focus will just be a bit different. But this is a new moon that is going to help you put into action what the whole transformation since 2008 has been all about. You're feeling really motivated. You have Mars in your first house, which brings a lot of exciting energy, a lot of initiating energy. You could also feel more agitated and aggressive with people. But regardless of how this Mars energy feels, it's going to get you moving and get you going in whatever direction that you are wanting to go. Mars in your first house can create more accidents to your body, more inflammatory conditions. So just know that that will pass in another month, and whatever's going on is temporary. When I had Mars in my first house, I was cutting my fingers almost every day. I had Band-Aids on almost every finger, and I buy a box of Band-Aids once a year, once every 2 years, and I went through 4 boxes of Band-Aids in that month. So just to forewarn you, carry a little first aid kit with you, and just slow down if you are in tricky situations. Otherwise, hopefully it's nothing major and a few cuts and scrapes will heal. For Capricorns, the blessings and pleasure is coming from being a bit retreated from the world. So that's a big mixed energy. As much as you are feeling motivated and excited and you have all of this internal energy, there's a lot there. Venus is in your 12th house, Mercury too, which is energy around potentially overseas travel. This is a vacation to just get away from the day-to-day world and escape and retreat. This could be escaping into the bedroom. Maybe some of you are feeling more frisky. That's certainly an energy that could come up, and you're spending more time secluded in your life with your significant other or your romantic partner or whatever it may be. There is connection to fated changes in your home and public life. So Capricorns, for whatever reason, you might be at home more. Maybe you're doing more work on your inner world and the energy of your family makeup and what makes you the person that you are on the inside. The stuff we don't see the rest of the world. So there could be some healing there. There could be some activation of old wounds when it comes to home-related matters right now. If that's the case, if it's an activation, this is just one of those situations where it's erupting something so that it can be exposed and healed and transformed. When energy that is painful that happened in our home and in our upbringing, it has the potential to be transformed and transmuted into something that can be really beautiful and helpful. It's going to be different for every single person, but just know that if it gets a little uncomfortable, I see this only being temporary, and the blessings are big. The blessings for Capricorns out there to be having fun right now in ways that you didn't expect are really great. And I hope that all the Capricorns out there are enjoying this Jupiter through your 5th house, where the emphasis, the Capricorns are not the most playful sign. So when we have Jupiter in the 5th house, that really expands your ability to find joy and creativity and play and expressions of true self. And this new moon is strongly connected to that. There is an activation happening there in a really lovely way. Especially with Uranus, there could be some unexpected piece of joy and pleasure and romance and play and a hobby and a creative project. That's all looking really good for Capricorns. So it looks like a lot of play and hiding away, but yet you still have some motivated extra energy right now bubbling to the surface. So put that to good use, Capricorn, and I hope that this new moon of yours in 2024 sets the stage for an amazing year to unfold. And whatever happens, Capricorn, Pluto is almost completely behind and into a new sign, and I'll talk about that more as the year goes on. But this is all good news. So lots of love, and I will see you next time. Happy New Year, Aquarius. This new moon is happening in a hidden part of your chart. So this could be a new beginning with uncovering what's in your subconscious. This could be a new beginning in looking at what is in your blind spot. All of us have one. This is the stuff in life that you don't see that you're doing. It's subconscious, it's automatic, it's in Capricorn. So this could have to do with, I guess what comes to mind is, are you stingier, grumpier, more restricted than you think you are? You might have these tendencies that have a subconscious root, and that's been going through some transformation with Pluto there. But this is a final push into how that Pluto energy has been transforming your subconscious. There's a lot of motivation there. With Mars there, this house rules the unseen realm. You might have more going on with the unseen realm right now. You might be connecting with energies that you don't typically. And if you aren't noticing that specifically, then it might be affecting you subconsciously. You might also be going overseas. This could be a new beginning, a new chapter in a life that is away from where you grew up. This would be overseas, far away. This could be just a retreat. So a new beginning in how you retreat from the world. So it could be an actual trip, or maybe it's a new beginning in how you take time to rest. So when you escape the world, do you have healthy ways of escapism or ways that are not working so well in your favor? A lot of different possibilities when it comes to a 12th house new moon. But what's really looking good for you, Aquarius, is friends, community, networks. You have a lot of beautiful energy, healing energy even, when it comes to your friends and social groups. Your allies, people that are here in life to support you. Your communication is being activated, and this is your mind, your day-to-day mind, how you get things done, the way that you use your mind to articulate things, the way that you use your mind to express yourself. There are some faded changes in that department, but also just how you think on a day-to-day basis. Are your thoughts serving you, or are they working against you? And you could be moving away from perspectives of how the world works that you thought you were going to hold on to, but there's a new light being shone on that mental activity, and it's coming from your friends. It's coming from potentially a female in your social network, maybe a romantic partner in general that you met through your friends maybe. But I do see a lot of communication there right now, and that could be creating some shifts and shockwaves that change your mental state and how it's been. The blessings, more blessings for you, are at home, and that's been going on for quite some time. So your home life is really protected right now, Aquarius. So if you feel like other stuff is chaotic, know that your home is blessed and safe and expanding, and there could be some unexpected surprises at home that are affecting your subconscious right now, or moving overseas. That is a potential for a few of you. If that's in the cards, I can definitely see that being a fated experience that's about to play out. It could be short distance travel. Maybe you're going on short distance trips to see your friends or to see a romantic partner. That's one possibility, I suppose, short distance and long distance trips. But yeah, Aquarius, there are a lot of possibilities in this one. I just want to reiterate again where the blessings are coming from. So go out and spend time with friends, host friends at home, spend a lot of time at home, and figure out how to retreat and escape in a way that serves you and makes your life all that much better in 2024. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Hi, Pisces. Welcome to 2024 and the first new moon of our year. For you, it's happening in your 11th house. So this is about new friends, new community, new networks, maybe wishes coming true, but these are fated experiences, I think fated friends. And the point of this shift in friendships and community has to do with your worth. So you're probably going through changes where you're realizing that what you value is not what some of your friends value. And you're going to be choosing those friends differently. And when you start to do that, new people can come into your life that really fit the mold you're trying to create and form. You are in a year where you're going through fated changes in your worth and how you connect with other people and their value and assets, how other people's resources support you, and how you use your own resources to support yourself. And that's really activated right now at the time of this new moon with whatever's going on in your social network. You are finishing the Pluto transit in your 11th house since 2008, where you are completely transforming your social connections and networks. And now you're about to see how that is going to take a fated turn and a fated twist, and in ways that are really going to reflect the ways that you value yourself now compared to maybe last year or 2 years ago or however long ago that is. You are putting a lot of structures in place with who you are. You're reaching limits with who you are as a person and how you're going to engage energetically with other people. Where is that energetic limit? So if there have been people that are not respecting that or that don't fit with these new limits that you're creating, those will fall to the wayside as well. Your blessings are in your state of mind right now, in your expression, your short distance travel with siblings, what you think about. You're starting to get in this new chapter of positive communication and mental activity, and that seems to really be supporting your friendships and connections right now too, as well as how you're seen in the world. This positive influence on your thoughts and aligning your thoughts with a belief system and a spiritual outlook that is right for you is making everyone see you in the best light. You have Venus in your 10th house. Mercury's there too. So whatever you do or say, you're just coming across like magic to others. So use this to your advantage if you have any big presentations or things you want to do and put out into the public. This is an incredible time to do that. You're really gifted and supported in how you're viewed. Yeah, I wish I had this energy right now. It's on fire. So get out there, do that writing stuff you've been meaning to, record whatever is in your mind. But people want to see what's on your mind, Pisces. They want to hear it. They want to read it. And it's coming across quite beautifully in ways that might even surprise you. There might be some communication that comes along that I think it's from yourself that might surprise you in the process. So I hope that this year is starting off really well for you, Pisces. If you're writing an intention list for what you want out of 2024, the focus right now probably is largely on who you surround yourself with. And because as a Pisces, you know this more than anybody, that we are who we surround ourselves with. I once heard someone talk about that in the way that every person in our lives reflects a little piece of us. And when we start to change, those reflections of the people around us change as well. And I think vice versa, it works both ways. There's no separation, but yeah, really great energy to kick off a new year with Pisces. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Hi, Aries. This new moon is in your 10th house. So this is all about your public image, your career, how you're seen in the world. And you're really feeling motivated with likely career and public image. Whether you feel it on the inside or not, that's how other people are seeing you. And you're finishing off a complete transformation of your visibility in the world. And this could have to do with career and reputation, but this also could just have to do with how others perceive you. So either you're seeing it as new career opportunities and you're motivated to work on a project that makes you visible, or you have been working on your image and the results now are starting to show. People are seeing you differently. Whether you see that or not is a possibility. Because the nodes are in your 1st and 7th house, this could also be marriage for some people. You might have fated changes that are going on in relationships that change your status and how you're seen by others. Aries, your blessings right now are going on in your 9th house and your 2nd house. So you are expanding your self-worth, you're expanding your assets. Maybe you're taking a trip to a foreign place because you are just doing really well with your financial picture right now. This could have to do with spiritual perspectives and romance and partnerships and pleasure. So trips certainly could be a part of the picture, but if it's not an actual trip to a foreign place, then you're exploring foreign concepts and maybe you're learning that through a person that's of romantic interest. Maybe that person does come from a foreign culture and that is bringing just a change of perspective into your life. And with 9th house activity, we're forced to do things that are out of our comfort zone because we have been given this opportunity to look at a way of doing things that is not how we typically do it. You are working through some wounds, karmic wounds, when it comes to yourself and your identity. So I see this being a really nice new beginning when there could be a bit of a challenge that shows up with your self-worth feeling threatened, but I see this being a short pain to a larger gain. But no, really, you're expanding your worth internally and with material assets so much right now that part of that process often comes from digging up old wounds and clearing them, realizing they're there, knowing that you can and will feel different about things, and you can move forward from anything that's been subconsciously holding you back when it comes to how much you are valued by yourself and by other people. A 10th house new moon is really, it has a lot to do with others. So, but self and other is so intertwined in life and in astrology. So when our self-worth grows, other things shift, money, how other people see us, maybe even work opportunities that are more fitting for this new person that you are becoming. So lots of blessings when it comes to your money and how you feel about things. You could be spending a lot of money right now. That's another thing. So if you're not feeling the money grow, then maybe you're buying things that are you just have more stuff than before. With Venus in the 9th house, one thing I didn't mention is that it can mean foreign places and foreign travel, but it can be your higher mind and just your ways of viewing the world and your belief systems and what that means. But this is coming up in a really nice light and in a very fated and destined way. So if you might just be up for a fated restructuring or shift of your spiritual beliefs, and that's helping people see you in a really positive light. Let me know what's going on, Aries. There's a lot of different possibilities for you with this new moon too, and I hope you're having an amazing start to 2024. I'll see you next time. Taurus, happy 2024 and welcome to your first new moon of the year. This is happening in your 9th house. So for you, it's all about foreign places, foreign people. You might be exploring culture that's different than your own. You might be exploring new religious and spiritual beliefs. This could be, whatever happens right now, could be a fated change in your perspective on life and how the world works. You're being called this year to go more into the spiritual realm, maybe to be a bit more secluded and away from day-to-day life, just like checked out, rested, more of that time away. This could also have to do with overseas travel. So if you're overseas, you're going to be whatever culture that you are soaking in is somehow changing your perspective and changing how your mind is going to work on a higher level. Your blessings are in other people's resources right now. So other people could be supporting you financially in ways that are wonderful. You might be having more intimate connections and time with a significant other or other people. You could be communicating more about psychological hurt and pain, and that could have a very healing component or bring you and your significant other closer together. This all looks like positive energy, but there also could be the loss of a female. That's one potential that's showing up, and that's only going to be for a select small few of you. Overall, your blessings are still all about you, Taurus. That's going on until May, where you have Jupiter in your sign. So expanding who you are as a person is the big, big theme. And it's also bringing big blessings. So I hope for a lot of you, it's fun and travel. And it looks like it's time for a break for Taurus is out there. So even though this is a new moon in January where people are really hitting the new year with gusto and momentum on getting things done and action, you might not be feeling that quite yet, Taurus, and that'll probably show up a little bit later. Maybe by February, when the sun is in Aquarius, that will certainly give you more of a work boost and work motivation. And maybe you're doing work in the background, in behind the scenes right now towards whatever it is that's going on in your life. That could be. And then so behind the scenes is also a part of retreat and rest in astrology. Those things are overlapped. So if you are working hard, people aren't seeing it yet. But when the sun is in Aquarius, it's bound to get all the visibility in February that you might be looking for. So continue to enjoy this protection and blessings that Jupiter is bringing to you, Taurus. It's only going on until May, and it's going to start affecting your financial sector after that, Taurus. So for you, you really get a 2-year blessing of Jupiter, because the second house is the Taurus house, and Taurus really all about financial security, but security and assets and value, and that's going to be really highlighted when Jupiter moves on from your first house. And enjoy those intimate connections. I think this new beginning, I'm curious, you guys let me know, the Taurus is out there, what's going on with the new beginning in your 9th house and your mental state, or are you diving into some new cool culture and belief systems, and what are they? This is a great time to, maybe some of you are starting astrology for the first time, or a new beginning in that kind of thing in some way. This also covers academia. So if you're publishing anything or going to study something of higher learning, that's also a new moon energy that's covered here. So I hope 2024 is going really well for you, Taurus, and I will see you next time. Welcome to 2024, Gemini, and your first new moon of the year. This new moon for you is happening in your 8th house, and this rules birth, death, psychological transformation. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is deep intimacy with another person. So you could be on the precipice of a whole new chapter when it comes to any of those topics. This does cover birth and death in a literal way, and it can cover pregnancy, but it doesn't have to be literal. Most of the time, astrology is, from my perspective, is a lot more about the energetic nuances. So what is transforming on a psychological level for you right now? And how is that making your connections with other people better? That, I think, is what is really going on in this picture. You have a lot of blessings in your partnership house right now with Venus and Mercury there. Your communication with your partner is going really, really well. It's healing stuff that has to do with friends, community, networks. You maybe are having better communication with your partner and you're refining your community together, or the communication that you're having in your one-on-one relationships is shifting your relationships in a bigger scale, in a bigger community sense, networks way. So there are going to be some fated changes over the course of the year when it comes to your friendships. You're going in a great new direction with that. And this energy could have to do with that in some way. The blessings for you right now are behind the scenes. There can be more overseas activity. There could be more retreat and time away from others. And if that's the case, don't feel guilty about it. This is a time where being checked out of your day-to-day life, spending more time in the bedroom, spending more time overseas, maybe even unexpectedly. If you do have unexpected opportunities to travel, do it. Maybe there's something unexpected that shows up that has you enjoying more downtime. Right now, this is all pretty pleasurable energy. So I don't see this being necessarily a negative thing, but with astrology, it can always go both ways. Always keep that in mind. As astrologers, we try the best we can to read the overall sense, but it's one of the reasons it's so different for everybody is that there can be the same planets can create a very positive or a very challenging energy for a person. Ultimately, I like to always think that it ultimately ends up positively, even when we struggle so much as humans. It's only in hindsight that we can look back and think, right, that terrible or challenging time really did this and that for me, and I'm grateful for those things, but I don't want to go back there. But anyway, I'm rambling a bit, so let's get back on track with this new moon. This is a time where I just see you spending more time with significant others one-on-one, and that is going to be healing for your group stuff as you evolve more in your group community life over the course of the year. And work stuff, you're still organizing this like long-term boss energy for your public image and where you're going in the world. With Saturn in your 10th house moving direct now, this is much better energy in the new year for your work life and career life and your public image than it was for the past 6 months or so. So that's another wonderful thing to look forward to. Overall, Gemini, an 8th house new moon can bring lots of different things. ultimately, this is another step towards this deep Pluto transformation you've been going through there. You, more than any other sign, other than maybe Capricorn, which it could be a tie, but having Pluto in your 8th house and a new moon there right now. Remember, Pluto in your 8th house since 2008. So this is really transforming, this phoenix rising from the ashes. You have gone through some stuff and you have come out stronger and more alive and powerful than ever. And this new moon is somehow going to reflect that. So on that note, have a wonderful January, and I will see you in a couple of weeks for the full moon. Cancer, this is a new moon in your partnership house. What a lovely way to start the new year with a beautiful new moon, faded energy around your home and career and visibility in the world. This could be a significant partner that is marital status one day. This is a lot of energy in someone significant that has a lot to do with the chapter of your life that's unfolding right now. If you're married or already in a significant relationship, this could be brand new energy that is either for your partner or a new way of being together. And I really see this as a new way of being together. Something in your home life throughout the year is being karmically axed with the eclipses that are going on. And the direction is more about work. So maybe you're working less from home and you're being more visible out in your career and workplace. This partnership energy of this new moon could certainly be a work partnership. So this doesn't have to be romantic. It can often be both. That significant partnerships in your life in general are going through some sort of new beginning and change. The blessings for you are in your day-to-day habits right now, Cancer. So maybe you meet somebody that is at work or in your day-to-day life, and they have a really significant impact on your life moving forward, on your career moving forward. The other blessings are with friendships. So maybe in your day-to-day life, you've run into a friend and that turns into a really significant connection in some way. Again, could be romantic, could be work, could be something else significant. When it comes to the 7th house, these are contractual relationships, contractual partners, contracts. You could be signing a new contract of any kind. For some of you, I do see this being a marriage contract. And if you are getting married right now, this is beautiful energy to do it under. I really see this, the energy of the next 3 months with all of the planets moving forward. Woohoo! It's a wonderful way to start a new chapter of your life, especially with another person. And when you get married or you join up with another person, if you're meeting somebody new, the energy of the planets on that day become the birth chart of that relationship and of that experience and of that part of your life. So great energy to do that under. You are going to be feeling motivated to be there for other people. You might have other people just really be motivated to be there for you. If you need support in work and career and visibility, you certainly will have it at this time. It might come through conflict, but inevitably there's so much great energy in the sky that if conflict arises, it's probably so that you can see how other people show up for you. Might be one possibility. You might be feeling that you're in the public image more, that you just have more friends and friends in unexpected ways that are showing up. And yeah, this is pretty summarized and concise and short and sweet for you, Cancer, because it's really clear cut. But the transformation that you've been going through with partnerships in Capricorn and Pluto in Capricorn, that is almost done, and you have faced more challenges with partnerships than any other sign since 2008. And you're probably getting used to it. Like, this is just how partnerships go. But when Pluto crosses over January 21st, there is likely to be a palpable shift in your relationship experiences with other people. We're going to have a small dip in September till November of 2024. And that'll be the last of Pluto in Capricorn. That'll be the last of Pluto transforming your partnership house. So you are transformed. The stuff that you needed out of partnerships as a soul, and the stuff that you needed to heal as a soul when it comes to your significant relationships, you have done a lot of that work. And this is often where they say the rewards come in. So I'm really curious to see how this is manifesting for you Cancers out there. Definitely a sign that is people and home focused and partnership focused, but home focused first and foremost. Not always the biggest social butterfly, though many Cancers are, but you still like that home, safety, secure place that you can go back to with the people you love the most. And I see this new moon being the beginning of all of those things that fit you really, really well. Have a wonderful start to 2024, Cancer, and I will see you soon. Hi, Leo. For you, this is a new moon when it comes to work, when it comes to the daily grind, not necessarily the career and visibility of the 10th house, but what you get done on a day-to-day basis, your habits, your routines. This is for you more than other signs. You are looking at how to revamp your daily life in 2024. And this new moon on January 11th really kicks off a moment of complete transformation of how you operate on a day-to-day basis. Pluto is leaving your 6th house almost for good on January 21st, a little short dip at the end of next year. And since 2008, with this Pluto in your 6th house, you have been going into the depths of the darkness with your habits and how you run your day-to-day life. You're going into places that make you feel uncomfortable in order to create a healthier experience. If you've been sick or you've been of service to other people, that is also likely to start to shift and transform with this new moon and Pluto moving on into your partnership house. For right now, with Mars in your 6th house, you might have a bit more inflammatory. If you're prone to health inflammatory conditions, you might have a bit of a flare-up, but just keep in mind that this is going to move on when Mars moves on in a few weeks. So no, nothing to sweat. Just a heads up that I know when we have flare-ups when it comes to our health, it can be scary when you've done a lot of work to get through things, and it looks like you have for the Leo risings out there. So that is paying off. It's just that sometimes we need to go through one last little flare to really pick up one last little stone, which is what it looks like with Pluto finishing its transit there. Your blessings are with your creativity, your children, your ability to find joy and have fun. You're healing wounds with that energy too. You're healing beliefs that might be holding you back from having fun. And really, there are a lot of eyes on you. Your public image is being blessed with Jupiter still, and maybe in unexpected ways with this new moon. Something with your public image and career could be feeding into how you handle your day-to-day tasks. And maybe that's part of what creates change in your daily habits. Either way, there is certainly a dash of fun and romance and pleasure. If you are meeting new people and dating, this is a really great time to do that. And the communication will be on point too. And there's for you, you have Sagittarius in the 5th house. So your ability to have fun comes in all sorts of ways. I mean, you're a Leo. You wrote the script for how to be yourself and express your God-given talents and express your joy and be joyful and boisterous and play. You rule the 5th house in the original layout of the chart. So this is great energy for you to have amplified. You're really going to feel like fun is easy to grasp. And if for some reason you're not, it might be your children, maybe you're putting all of your energy, or there's beautiful energy coming out of creative projects. And if you're not having fun, this could be a little hiccup to help you have more fun down the road. So big transformation upcoming in January when it comes to your habits, Leo, and work and health. And sometimes lawyers and police officers can be covered in this house too. So if there's anything going on with that, there might be a new beginning or a new chapter that is about to happen. You as well, just touch on the nodes. The transformation of your habits is also having a big impact on your mind, your daily thoughts, your higher mind, your belief systems. You might be taking on new learning or new education. And if you're not going to school or publishing something in academia, or publishing in general, then I think that this is more of a spiritual process for you, more energetic, that, your perspectives are changing. You're being asked to let go of some of the old familiar ways that you communicate and that you use your daily mind. With some of your daily mental habits might be holding you back, or might be adding to the old habits that you have, and that these new habits that you want to bring in comes with it new ways of thinking. That's the big story unfolding for you at this new moon. And I hope you're having a wonderful start to 2024. I will see you next time. Happy New Year, Virgo. This new moon is happening in your 5th house. So this is a brand new beginning when it comes to how you have fun, how you derive pleasure and joy out of your experiences in life, and your creative juice, your creative projects. This is your creative baby. This could be your actual baby. This is new romantic connections, and this is the fun getting to know someone and the joy and bliss that comes with the naivety of a new connection. No, just that it's the fun and thrill and excitement of meeting someone new. But this doesn't necessarily have to be in dating or romance. If you are looking for that, this is your time. Go out there, date, meet people. If you're in a significant partnership, you and your partner are likely to be enjoying pleasure a lot more and just truly having fun. This is about learning how to have true fun and how to create true expressions of yourself. You're really blessed with home energy right now. So your home, if you want to redecorate or move to a new home, it's likely to be very beautiful and very blessed. There's a lot of communication at home, so you might be working from home. Maybe a creative project is requiring a lot of work from home and communication around it. That could be a big buzz. You are very blessed right now in your 9th house. So for you, perspectives, foreign places, foreign people, foreign cultures. So whether you're traveling or not, traveling could be maybe you're out traveling and having fun and having play that way, but you might also be expanding your perspectives on life. And maybe you're expanding your perspectives and also teaching others. That's certainly one manifestation. But the passion is in fun and creativity right now. You're really motivated to get going on that. And it looks like it's healing your connection to other people's resources. If you have any wounds around connecting intimately with others, but more so, I think, getting support from others. As a Virgo, you're the caregiver. You are the one that's you are of service to other people, and you might not know how to let other people be of service to you. So that could be part of the energy that's going on at this new moon. And yeah, there's not a whole lot to say for Virgos on this one. With the Pluto finishing your 5th house as well, where this new moon is, you have been going through deep transformation in how you have joy and how you express yourself and your true nature in this world and in this life. And this is the new moon that is about to set all of that stuff that you've been learning on fire. So everything that you've been developing in that department of fun and romance and play and creativity, that chapter is closing, and this new moon has rocket fuel to help you carry forth all of those lessons and create a life experience that is fun and creative and that derives pleasure. That is a Virgo, you are another sign where pleasure is not your main focus in life, but it might have been since 2008. It was a unique experience for Virgos to have Pluto in the house of pleasure. You also had Jupiter there around 2020. So for Virgos, anyway, there's been some focus on pleasure because of the transits, but as a sign, it's not a very pleasure-focused sign. It's a service-focused sign. But maybe that's about to be completely transformed. Maybe you're about to be a Virgo that knows how to have a life full of pleasure as well as service. And right, how many more people can be served that much better when joy is at the base of everything we do and not just the empathy for those who are suffering? Because that's lovely and that's important, but empathy and sympathy and compassion, there's a sense of going to those difficult places with that other person. But when you're doing it from a place of joy, there's a whole other flavor of energy that allows you to sprinkle this uplifting juice on everyone. Anyway, you know what I mean. Have fun with it, Virgo. And I think that 2024 is getting off to a lovely start for you. I hope you feel it too. See you next time. Welcome to 2024, Libra, your first new moon of the year, and this is in your home sector. This is your 4th house. What a beautiful place to have a brand new beginning. You could be getting a lovely new home in a neighborhood that you really like because Venus is in your neighborhood sector, adding just this nice, pleasurable touch to your neighborhood and community. Maybe you even meet somebody that is a romantic connection through siblings or in your neighborhood. That's certainly a possibility. A new beginning in your home life can be a partnership, or just things changing at home because someone new is coming into it. It doesn't have to be, but it can be one of the potentials. You are finishing a complete transformation with Pluto wrapping up its transit in your 4th house since 2008. And this new moon is really going to help you take off with everything that you've been transforming when it comes to your inner world and your home life. So if home has been a tumultuous journey for a while, I myself have a Libra moon, and now that I'm recording this, I'm realizing that I have moved every 2 or 3 years on average since 2008. So there you go. Since 2006, really, but maybe even further back. That's just part of me. But maybe that's been going on for you too. And this is a time where there's going to be more stability moving forward. Whatever's happening, you're really passionate about your home world right now. You're motivated to be at home. There's a chance there could be some conflict or anger or frustration at home. And I hope that that is none of you or the smallest percentage, but it is a chance. Know that when Mars moves on to Aquarius in about a month, that is going to alleviate and you are going to be not feeling that. And hopefully it's also in the form of passion, which is the more an initiative. So you might just have motivation to transform your home, to take charge, to do something different. Those are the positive manifestations of Mars in your fourth house. Either way, this looks like it's connected to some fated karmic changes with significant others in your life. So partnerships might be coming into the picture that are the reason the home is under focus for change. Maybe you're moving in with your significant partner and there's going to be a lot of attention on them as you integrate them into your home or you integrate into their home. One other possibility, partnerships are definitely highlighted for you, Libra. You have the North Node in your partnership house, your 7th house all year. And the eclipses are happening there. So you're going through karmic changes with significant people for sure. Whoever that is, you'll have to tell me. But the benefit is this healing and expansion of your intimate connections with other people. That's going on until May with Jupiter in your 8th house. There could be some unexpected depth of connection. There could be some unexpected support from other people. This is other people's resources. So maybe somebody else is helping you get a new home. That's another possibility for Libras out there. Either way, this looks like a lot of positive energy. If there is any conflict in your home and with your partnership, this is fated and it's going to help you get to the karmic destined places in your partnership that you are designed to go. With astrology, we look at significant people that come into our lives as having soul contracts, and we decide that there are certain events that are going to happen that are going to help us grow. This is, for some events, decided before we incarnate into life, and the eclipses are certainly moments where those play out. A lot of the time, astrology, when I read a chart or when I read the energy of these transits, this is energy that is at play, but we have a lot of free will attached to it. We can manipulate it and use it however we want, which is why I like to do forecasts so that we can be in tune with how to use the best energies to our advantage and how to use the challenging ones to our advantage as well. When it comes to the nodes in your 1st and 7th house, this is beyond what you have control over. You're going to have control over a lot of the circumstances, but very likely this is a time in your life where people are going to walk into your life that you'll be excited to see or not, mostly excited because that's the connection to those souls that we have some learning to do with them. It usually comes with a lot of excitement and happiness, and that's the magnet that draws us to these people to unfold the story that is meant to unfold. So big changes in your home life right now, Libra, and I hope that they are welcome changes. This Pluto moving on is going to be a nice shift for you to have this transformation complete when it comes to your home life. And I hope that you are enjoying every minute of 2024 so far and of this new moon. And I will see you next time. So as mentioned in a few of the videos of the sign by signs, but I want to make sure that everybody is on top of some of the important dates. Mercury is direct as of January 2nd, so you have the green light for signing contracts and getting business done. Everything's going to be a little bit easier, fewer setbacks and mishaps and rescheduling and all of that stuff you might have been feeling in December. January 21st is when Pluto moves into Aquarius, and that's going to be a big shift for everyone since 2008. January certainly packs a punch with that big Pluto shift happening. And on January 25th, we have a Leo full moon, and I will see you then for more updates. I hope that the next couple of weeks are wonderful and fun and full of New Year blessings. And the 20th, 25th could certainly heat up. Be interesting to see how those dates unfold, but a lot of exciting stuff to talk more about in February too. So I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.